Welcome back. We're talking with Willie Jolley this morning. Willie, a lot of people are concerned about what happened between Rihanna and Chris Brown, and very concerned that she took him back. What do you tell young people about that whole situation?
I tell young people, and particularly my son, I tell my son, I say first, never, ever, ever, ever hit a woman. I don't care what they do. I don't care what they say. Never hit a woman, because even if she hit you first, you're always going to be put in a situation where you're the bad guy. I said, you have worked too hard, you've gone to school, you've gone to law school, you've got too much at stake. Do not do that. Walk away, leave it alone. And I said, people are going to try and sometimes make you have a violent response. And I always give an analogy. If I had a great big box, gift wrapped, and I wanted to give it to you, Pat, and you said, well, I don't want it. I said, well, I want to give it to you. You said, I don't want it. Until you receive it, it's not yours. And so if I say something about you, if I talk about you, if I dish you, until you receive it, I don't own it. And so that's how you have to be. Well, people will say all sorts of manner of things to try and get under your skin. And that is why you have to have the discipline to say, that I don't own.
Learn self-control.
It is. Look, anger, the word danger and anger, in my book, Setback, Set Up for a Comeback, I say the word anger is danger with a D. And the D is for discipline. So if you take danger and you take off the D, you got anger, and those two are so closely tied, but you got to have discipline or you'll have destruction.
Many young and old have been inspired by our new president. How do you think President Obama is doing?
I think he's doing incredibly well, because what he is doing is he's inspiring hope. And right now we're in a time of high anxiety, low finances, foreclosures, bank failures. People are angry, they're fearful, they're distraught. Anxiety levels are at the highest level they've seen in years. And what he's doing is saying there's hope in the future. Hang on. That's what we need right now. People need hope. That's why my books are getting such on a rise. We're getting book sales. My PBS special is airing here this weekend. Tonight is just getting a great response around the country. And I'm getting more and more calls from corporations saying, we just need you to come in and talk to our people about optimism, about hope, because people who are hopeful perform better.
In spite of the difficulties that the president is having politically, is he still a great motivator?
Yeah, he's a great
and a great motivation.
Yes, he is. You know why? Because I just heard him recently with a point about this AIG. He said, you know what? I wasn't even involved when this loan was given to AIG, but it's my responsibility because I'm the president. That's the kind of stand that Americans want to hear. Don't keep passing the buck. This is my responsibility. I tell people when they lose their job, when they lose their home, when they lose something, I say, okay, I am sorry that you lost it. Now, what are you going to do about it?
You mentioned your PBS special, and I wanted to mention your book, A Setback is a setup for a comeback.
Come on, somebody.
And the special tonight on PBS is called Turning Setbacks into Comebacks.
That's right. It's on Channel 32. Tonight is the premiere here in D.C. And they're so excited and felt it was so needful that they're playing it twice. Once at 8 o'clock and once at 9:30, because they want people to be encouraged. You know, many people in our community are living lives of quiet desperation. And I was moved to really start doing more local stuff in many cities after I heard the story of the man in California who lost his job, came home, and took a gun, shot his wife, and shot their 5 babies, and then turned the gun on himself because he felt there was no other answer. Suicide is a permanent answer to a temporary problem. And I'm telling people, come out when you hear me speaking. I'm going to be, in fact, here in D.C. at Plymouth Congregational Church, free, Monday night, tomorrow night, absolutely free, because I don't want anybody else to jump off a bridge. I don't want anybody else to make that drastic step when there is an answer. So y'all come and join me, because we want to help people through these tough times. The best is yet to come.
What is your primary goal in life now?
My primary goal in life, I have a mission statement: to inspire and encourage a generation to rise above their circumstances and maximize their potential. And I read it every day, and I remember it's not about the money, it's not about the success, it's not about me. It's not about my radio, television, books. It's not about any of that. It's about the people who I was sent here. I was blessed to be able to be here to serve. And service is the rent we pay for our space on the earth.
Willie Jolley, the book is called A Setback is a setup for a comeback, and the PBS special is called Turning Setbacks into Comebacks.
Amen.
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 Willie Jolley, thank you so much for
It's
stopping by.
always a pleasure. You know, I love you and your husband, and I love the opportunity to be from Washington, and I'm proud to be a native Washingtonian, and I'm grateful for this opportunity.
Thank you for stopping by.
My pleasure.
And thank you for being with us this morning on Viewpoint. Stay with us now for News 4 Today, which continues.